Yeah, hi guys. Till now we have completed CA and CD pipelines. Okay, just recap on CA CD part. So this is the parent pipeline. So it will trigger the pipeline based on it will trigger the pipeline automatically, but it won't trigger whenever you pass the these key variables. Okay, so both have set the same rules. Okay, the auto deployment will be happen for these two CA dev and CD dev. Okay. So let's see. So child pipelines also. CI dev. It will the CI dev we have two stages. In the first stage, it will create a it will build the Maven application. In the second stage, it will uh, it will it will trigger the Docker image and it will push the image to the queue. Okay, queue repository. So in the CD dev, so it will do two stages. One is helm valid and other one is helm deploy. Okay, the helm valid it will just do the helm linting and it will do the helm template. Okay, just show the template of your helm package. Okay, the second part will do the helm deploy part. So it will log into the OC and it will check out to the your namespace. Then it will deploy your helm package to the corresponding uh, ROSA cluster. Okay. So you can see that one. Okay. We already deployed in previous video, right? So just check that one. Okay. Just I'm just refreshing this one. This is the application. This is the route one. Yeah, we already deployed this part and we have the networking, we have the service is deployed. This is the service, this is the route. Okay, so when we are trying to click that one, so it is deployed. This is the route value, this is the route. Okay, this is the DNS of this route, but this is the not actually the case we need to utilize. Okay, so we need to point out via infra. Okay, AWS infra. So I will explain the architecture. Yes. So till now we have done, we have created our repository in where is that one? Not this one. Mm, yeah, this is the one. So till now we have deployed our application in the cluster. But how the application will access in the main application? We need to create a public API. We need to add this API part in the main application. Then HTTP will be accessing, right? See here. So upskill on devops.ml. When the customer will hit the slash validation, then in the backend they will be creating HTTP request. Okay, so here it will be accessing upskill.devops.validator. Whenever the user will be configuring this DNS, yeah, this DNS in a route 53, and then we need to route the traffic to API gateway. Then it will route to the NLVN via VPC endpoints we can access, right? That is the process we need to do. So right currently we are directly accessing that application. We don't need to use the same DNS. Okay, so currently I will show you how to deploy these all AWS resources. So you have already deployed the ROSA cluster. Okay, we have deployed application in the ROSA cluster. Now I will show you how to deploy this AWS infra part. So just understand the AWS infra part. Yeah, this is the infra part. Okay, so API route CNAME record we have. Okay, the API first of all the main application we are configuring this public API. Okay, so whenever the traffic will be come here, so in the route 53 we have already configured that this API gateway with the help of it API DNS name. Okay, so this Yeah, this whenever it is reaching to the public API, we having integration with ROSA Ingress NLP. Okay, so whenever it is flowing from API gateway to ROSA NLP, then this NLP having a target VPC endpoints. This VPC endpoint is having a target group of ROSA cluster VPC. I mean ROSA cluster IP addresses. Okay, so by like this, it will be flow will be reaching from public API route 53, then NLP, then to open or ROSA OpenShift. This is the actual flow. Let's see this one also. Yeah, this is the same which I have already explained you. So now we will try to create a infra pipeline. Okay, so CI/CD pipeline is done. This part is done. So now we need to create this part, this part. Okay. Okay, let's show you how to create. the main the main GitLab pipeline. We having the infra pipeline also. I have added two steps in the GitHub's as a gitlab.yml file. One is infra valid and infra deploy. Okay, these both jobs will be trigger whenever I pass the infra AWS key variable. Okay, and also both are similar only, so it will including the children pipeline aws slash validation.yml file. Okay, and also this also will be triggered the same, but so this job will be triggering when it is a dependency job. Whenever the infra valid is completed, then only infra is going to deploy, then only this job will be triggering. Okay, so just we will go to the pipeline. Yeah, this is a AWS validation and AWS infra deploy. Must explain AWS validation. Here we are having two stages. What one is lint and the other one is validate. In the lint, it will do the linting of your application. Okay, so just go to the script. What is containing in the script? So it will update your Docker image and it will install some packages. Python is installing. It is activating the Python environment, and it is installing CFN lint tool. Okay, and this CFN lint is doing for all files in which is having the YAML file in current directory. Okay, so CFN directory name is IAC slash AWS. You have IAC slash AWS folder. Okay, so second part is CFN NAG. So it will do scanning of your code. Okay, it will check the standards of AWS, whether you are following the AWS standards and doing writing the code or not. It will check that one. This is statical SAST, statical analysis testing. Okay, CFN, it is installing CFN NAG scan. After installing, you need to pass the IAC slash AWS folder and it will show the output. Okay, there we need to submit this SAST and DAST scan results to the GRC team. Okay, once they will review and they need to approve, then only we need to go to dev to SI. Okay, uh, last part is cloud formation validation. So it just validate whether the you passed CFT script is valid or not. Okay, this is the AWS valid.yml. So next go to AWS infra dev.yml folder. Okay, this is the one of the script. I will explain you. So stages we having pre-request, S3 creation, copy files, API creation. So let's go to prescript. Prescript, it is using Amazon AWS CLI command image, and it is using some variables. The variables are CFS template. What is the template? Prerequest.yml. What is the stack name? This is the stack name. What is the parameters? This is the parameters. What is the tags? These are tags. What is the app code? These are the app code. Then it is going to run the script AWS CloudFormation deployment. Let's see the AWS CFT deployment. So it will having the entire script. So what it will do is it will check if you don't have any CloudFormation stack in your AWS account, then it will be going to create. If already stack is there, it will going to update your stack. Okay, you can see AWS cloud formation describe, and you need to pass the stack name. So stack does not exist, creating the stack. So this command will create your stack based upon the variables you have passed. Okay, so if else if the already stack is there, just it will update. AWS cloud formation deploy stack name, template, parameters override, capabilities, tags. These are the things we need to wait. Okay, this script will be included in as part of a stage. Okay, so once this is completed, how it will be treated is this: you have passed one cft, you have passed some parameters file, you have passed some tags, you have passed some stack name. With the help of this one, it is taking these input values, and it is parameterized that files, and it will be deployed in your AWS account. Okay. So it will ask the credentials, AWS access key, AWS secret key, like this. So in some project they are using AWS roles also. By passing just roles, it is going to deploy and corresponding that roles. Okay, I will show you where I am storing the AWS credentials. Yeah, here. So I have shown you that earlier, right? So in the variable section, we need to store that uh, secrets and region access keys. Okay, here I am storing. It is protected with mask. Okay. Okay, next one, it will create a pre-request. Okay, so let's see what is containing the pre-request template file. So this is the pre-request template file, this is the JSON, I mean this is the parameters file, this is the template file. In the pre-request, it is just to create a KMS key. Okay, you will create a KMS key, and it will add some permissions, and it will see it is creating a some KMS key with these permissions. Okay, KMS encryption, decryption, allow, or this adding some permissions, and this KMS also having some alias name. You are setting the alias name, and this KMS is creating some parameters. Some parameters also creating for this KMS key. Okay, here we require key alias name. So the key alias names is default one. Okay, it is going to key alias injected here. Okay, okay, and the parallelly we are given a parameter key alias and key value. Okay, it will taking the value of this one, and it will be injecting here. So by default also it will take. Okay, if you don't given any parameters in that JSON folder. Okay, like this you need to create a pre-request. It will create in KMS key. After that we need to create a S3 creation. The same we need to pass the variables. Okay, we'll check that S3 S3 CFT. This template will create the S3 bucket for Swagger file and Swagger file store. So it will create a S3 bucket. Okay, so it will creating a S3 bucket. We are passing the resource and resource properties, and S3 bucket policies it is adding, and I am adding one more S3 bucket, S3 logging bucket. I am adding some of the policies for this S3 bucket. Okay, it will creating the two buckets. It will taking the bucket names is Swagger file bucket name is the login bucket name and KMS key also to, how taking. Okay. So once S3 bucket and KMS key is completed, then we need to copy files. So now bucket is ready, KMS key is ready. So now we need to copy our local Swagger file to S3 buckets. Okay. So we having Swagger file in this file sections. Swagger file. Okay. Swagger file will create Swagger file will create a API gateway. It will create a method. It will create a it will create a get method. It will create a integrations. It will create a some API integrations. It will create a responses. It having a authorizations. All information you can paste here. Okay. So this information is we are copying from local to S3 bucket. Okay, via this one GitLab GitLab Infra dev. Okay, so just to see how I am copying. So I'm changing the branch to script. So I'm going to here. I'm trying to execute a one copy to S3 swagger dot sml. One script is there. How you need to copy the copy to S3. There is a one script is. I'm trying to execute that script. So let's check the copy to S3 swagger.sh file. See, so here we have mentioned AWS region Swagger file. Location is Swagger file and Swagger bucket where we need to copy, where you need to paste, copy and paste is the bucket name. So AWS S3 copy Swagger file and S3 bucket name. Like this, we are copying our local Swagger file to S3 bucket. Okay, so it will be doing that one only. Will execute we are checkout to a specific location and we are executing this shell script. Okay, this will copying your swagger file to a s3 bucket. So after this you need to create a api gateway. Okay, see, let's see the api creation. Okay, this template deploying a public api. Okay, on ROSA, having all the details. Okay, and this API gateway is the main one. This API is taking S3 bucket name and API it is taking a Swagger file and it is creating the all the methods. Okay, see, this Swagger file is there, right? This Swagger file it is going to create. It is taking from the S3 bucket. You have S3 bucket from there. It having a Swagger file. It is taking from there. You have already written S3 bucket name and the API contrast file, Swagger file. It will be copying from there with the help of a KMS keys. Okay, it is copying and it is creating the API gateway. Once the API gateway is created, then our thing is completed. So let's I will show you this one. S3 Infra dev. So now API also completed. Let's make some change and try to deploy this infra pipeline. Okay, currently I don't have any changes. So I'll try to trigger this one. So go to build pipeline section. So I have already explained you how to trigger this infra pipeline. So let's check that one. So I need to trigger infra valid and infra deploy. Okay, these two things only I need to trigger. So how? By passing the infra variables. Okay, I will pass this infra equal to AWS. Yes. Yeah, pipeline is triggered. Okay, you can see only two jobs are triggered. one is infra job, another one is test job. This is the dummy one I have lived earlier itself. In the first job you can see, right? This is the dummy job. It will be triggered automatically. You don't have any rules. I didn't restrict any rules. Okay, this is not a mandatory. You can remove also, that's also fine. Okay, so let's see that one how it is triggering. Just wait a some while to okay, first one is completed. Now infra valid is doing, so I will just click this one, AWS lint. Yeah, so lint, what the lint will do is it will check the whether the AWS code is as format or not. So what lint will do in the pipeline section, AWS validation lint. Okay, CFN lint, it will check your code. Okay, so the GitLab having a very good facility to check it having a good GUI. You can able to see the logs. See, this lint is happening in this world here. Yeah, these all are your code only. It is success. The directory in US in VCFT was running. Lint is happening. So job is success. Okay. Okay, next go to CFN now. Okay, it is sending some warnings. So I just allowed it whenever it is failed. I have just allowed the failures. Okay. So in this specific file name, there is a violation is happening. Illegal CFN no resources. I mean that mean I have passed some parameter variable, but that is not utilizing in the CFT. Okay, that is the same. It is indicating illegal CFN no resources. Okay, you have created swagger.yml file but not utilizing in the CFT. So there is a no collaboration between Swagger and AWS. Okay, so just the consolidation is happening in the AWS CFT itself, but there is a no interaction is happening in the NAG, so that it is showing illegal. These are the it's like a SAST scan. If you are not passing any you are not following any AWS standard, then it is showing some errors. Okay, so in this query, key KMS key rotation rule should not be false or absent on. It is showing some one more warning it is showing, so that's fine. Anyway, Nag is also throwing some errors. At this point of time I'm not able to fix this issue, but let's move to the validation. Validation is completed. Yeah, okay. It is checking some of the files, parameters. Okay, okay, fine. Cloud formation is validating all your templates. So after this one, you need to go to back, uh, come to pipeline. Okay, so pipeline is failing. Let's see what is the issue with this. CF infra deploy is failing. Okay, so pre-app is completed. So in the pre-app, let's see. So it is trying to execute. So stack does existed, just updating. Stack does existed, updating the stack. So no changes to deploy. So the stack is not having any changes. Stack is already existed. Just to check that one. That is a pre-request, right? I'm given the name app mode appcon pre-request. Okay, just go and this is the okay events. Okay, you can just check the time also. So latest one only, just updated. Okay. Okay, next move to next one. Yeah, let's move to next one. S3 creation, same it is happening. Let's see what is the issue with copy files. So it is not copying. No such file or directory. Okay, builds. Okay, then the upskill. Okay, okay, we need to change some data. Okay, fine. Why? Because it is searching for this location, but the name which you are giving is somewhat different. Okay, this I will fix this issue. So once I will fix this issue, then automatically we need to copy this Swagger file to S3 bucket. After that, API gate will be creating. Okay, so okay, just I will try to fix this issue. Go to AWS one S3 bucket files. Okay, not files, script. Change readable skill on DevOps. Okay, DevOps skill in DevOps. Skill. Okay, this time it will be run successfully. So now you can see. So CI/CD pipeline will be triggering automatically. Well, because I have set up the auto trigger side. So let's see, it will be triggered. Yeah, pipeline is started automatically for test and for CI for CD. Okay. Anyway, I'm just canceling this one for time being. So I'm directly running the CD pipeline. Sorry, infra pipeline. Yeah, this job is started triggering. Yeah, this is completed. Next, move to infra part. Yeah, infra lint is happening. Lint and nag. You get a more information on CF and lint and CF and lint in nag. So I'm using the chartboard for utilizing my time. So it will save my more time. CF and nag. So it will throw you some information. Okay, it is showing that it seems like you are mentioned CFNAG, which is a tool used for linting AWS cloud formation templates to identify potential issues and security risks. If you have any specific questions on, okay, it is suggesting if you have any other more questions on this one, it is showing how CFN now ISC. So lending cloud formation template, identifying the risk, security risk, enforcing the best practices, preventing common mistakes, integrated with CI/CD, custom rule creation. Okay, this is the we need to give. Okay, so to get any exact information, you can use the chart GPA, chart GPT. Okay, let's move to our topic. Okay, so now this one is completed. Linting is completed. Now go to deploy. Okay, prerequisite is also completed. S3 is deploying. We'll check this here itself. In the event section, you can see the events. S3 is completed. Now copying files. File. Skill on where it is coming. Change the directory. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So I made a small mistake. I need to change in here pipeline spot itself. Okay. You're right. We have changing. Okay. And just cross check with this one also. Okay. Now both are same. Okay. I will trigger. So S3 creation is completed. So just now change the modification. I triggered this pipeline. So let's see. This time the Swagger will be copying and pasting in the S3 bucket. Let's go to S3 bucket. Resources. We have S3 bucket, right? Yes, Swagger bucket. So you can see. Yeah. Okay. So it is deployed. Yeah, it is copied. Okay. It is successful. Now go to API gateway. So I think it is now creating. Okay. Go to API gateway. Events. Go to events. Yeah, updating in template. Update completed. So I didn't made any changes to the template. So just okay, just update is completed. Okay. So now go to API gateway. Check that So we have DNS name, right? Just check that one. So I just open that one. Okay. So where is this stage? Okay. Mm, yeah. You see. So hello world. We are going to deploy app containerization and app moderation Spring Boot version 2. So now our API application is connecting to the ROSA. Okay. So by this we can confirm that. So our application is having access from external world. Okay. So when the customer is trying to access upskill.ondevops.com, he will trigger valid. You click on valid API. Then the backend you have a HTTP request. So the request is uh, this one. This is the request. So in the route 53 we have configured this private API gateway. So that private gateway is having a DNS name record, and that name record is having the API DNS name. So this DNS name is this is the DNS name of API one. So this is the API gateway. That is the API gateway having a integration of ROSA NLB. The ROSA NLB having a target group of VPC endpoints. These VPC endpoints having IP addresses of a ROSA cluster. This ROSA cluster having your namespace, in that your pod is deployed. Okay, this is the entire workflow. Okay, so with this, we are confirmed that our application is deployed in ROSA cluster. We are utilizing AWS resources to access your application. Okay, so now dev is completed. Okay, so now what things you need to require to move from dev to SI. Okay, we have already developed the code. We have deployed in a dev ROSA and AWS dev account. So now what should we require to move from dev to SI? So first of all, we need to connect to the we need to procure the SAS and dash reports. Okay, of AWS resources and your code and your image. Where get you this all information? Just take a look on this one. So we have this one, right? GitLab. In the GitLab section, there is a security capability is there. Here you can avoid the SAST and DAST scan of your code. Okay. So after that, go to Q. Here you can get all things. Yeah. This, yeah, not indexed yet. Okay, fine. That's fine. So which is, what is the latest one? These are not updated till now. So I will go with okay, okay, okay. Okay, where is somewhere it is getting here. So imaged SAST and dash scan for your image, and so for AWS one you will go to the here. So we already created now SAST dash. In the pipeline itself we already built that one. In the validation section we have already given, sorry, validation part. We have done NAG, right? Where is NAG? NAG link. These reports we need to share with the team. This report we need to share with them. Okay. This report we need to share with them. So once they will approve, okay, once they will approve, GRC team will be approving. Then we need to move to the SI. Okay, in the SI part again, how you need to deploy. So you have one image is freezed in Dove, right? The same image you are going to do in SI also. So what are the things you need to do in SI means you just you having the you don't need to do CI. You just do only CD. See, okay, close this one. So CI part is completed. Now CD part is completed. Now you don't do CI for SI. Okay, you just directly do the CD for SI itself. Okay, the same image it is going to deploy in SI also. Okay, you need to pass these variables, then it will be automatically deploy in SI environment. Again in the AWS, not AWS, CD SI, you need to pass these all details, cluster details, or token, all the things you need to pass. Okay, the same your application is going to deploy in ROSA. Again vice versa, you need to pass AWS access key and secret key or role in the GitLab variable section. Okay, so currently I'm using only dev account. I don't have multiple accounts, so I'm using only dev account only. Okay, like this we need to do infra pipeline. Okay, like this we need to move to dev to SI. From SI to prod also we need to get a GRC approval. Again we need to submit all the reports, we need to get approval from them, then we need to prod. So once it reach to the prod, then clients have a access to consume the data from the client side. They have some data, right? They will try to access from their end. So once they will okay in the prod, then they will go to the production live. Okay, your application is going to consume by the customers with the live data. Okay, okay. So I think I have completed all the topics majorly. Okay, I will share this PPT in the GitLab or GitHub. You have completed all these topics. Yeah, just got a review for on this one. So I have explained you how the traditional architecture is working, how we need to overcome the challenges, and what are the all how to overcome these challenges, why you are using DevOps, and what are the strategies to adopt a modernized application, what are the tools you need to select. So what are the tools I have selected in this tutorial, and what are the tools we have in this DevOps. Okay, what are the case study I have taken. So this is the workflow I have explained you in the earlier videos. This is the application architecture, and I have already explained each and every topic individually. So we have already reviewed the blueprint. So this is the blueprint I have already explained you how the blueprint should be look like. Okay, how the blueprint will be look like, and first how to understand your application architecture. So what is the target application architecture? So how to understand the DevOps architecture, and what is the workflow in the DevOps workflow pipelines, how to create pipelines. So I have explained the AWS architecture, and finally I will show you how to implement the CI/CD pipelines. Okay, so I have already explained this workflow. Okay, so this is the workflow. This is all about how you need to implement our CI/CD pipeline. Okay, in your day-to-day project. Okay, so thank you. I think I have delivered almost all topics. The next tutorial I am going to cover AWS code pipeline, Azure pipelines, and Jenkins pipelines. Okay, please stay online. Please subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you.